Hello everyone, welcome to Lesson Up. We have already discussed about DC distribution. Today we are going to see few questions related to this topic. So here is the question. Two tram cars are kept at a distance of 2 km and 6 km. The first tram car are at 2 km and the second tram car at 6 km from a substation of 600 volt DC radially. The cars are returning 40 ampere and 20 ampere to the rails. The resistance of trolley wire is 0.1 ohm per kilometer. Find the voltage across each car. So we have two trans car, suppose A and B, which is radially connected. So a substation is here which supply 600 volt DC. Okay. Now both the cars returning 40 and 20 ampere to the rail. So let car A return 40 ampere and car B return 20 ampere to the rail. So what is the total amount of current we will get here? 60 ampere, and the incoming current will be also 60 ampere. The distance between substation and first tram car is 2 km and second tram car is 6 km. According to question, we need to find the voltage of tram car A and B, voltage across each tram car. To find VA, which will be equal to 600, that is supplying voltage, minus voltage drop. So what will be the voltage drop across this? So 60 into current into resistance, that will be the voltage drop. So 60 ampere is the current which is coming towards A. The resistance of track, this is the track and this is the trolley wire. Okay, this section is trolley wire and this is the track. So the resistance of the track is given 0.05 and the resistance of trolley wire is given 0.1. So the total resistance will be 0.1 plus 0.05, and distance is from substation to tram car A is 2 km. So it will be equal to 582 volt. Now to find VB, we know the voltage across tram car A is 582 volt. Now to find the voltage across VB, we use the KVL equation, that will be 582 volt minus the current is 20 ampere into the total resistance, that the trolley wire resistance is 0.1 ohm per kilometer and rail and track resistance is 0.05 ohm per kilometer. So the total resistance will be in series, so it will be 0.1 plus 0.05. This is the total resistance. This resistance is actually depend on distance, and the total distance between A and B is 4 km. The total distance from substation is 6 km. This is 2 km, so this will be 4 km. So you just multiply with 4. So 582 minus, you will get 20 into 0.15 into 4, and this will give you 570 volt. Now our next question is related to non-uniform loading. Okay, as you can see, this is related to non-uniform loading. And when distributor is fed from both end with equal supply. Okay, so we need to calculate the minimum potential point, at which point we will get minimum potential. Suppose this is A, this is B, C, D, E, F. So at which point we will get minimum potential, this we need to calculate. And what is the minimum potential value? Okay, so as we all know, when distributor get supply from both the end, and if the supply is equal, then the voltage drop will be equal to 0. That is, drop is equal to 0, because VA is equal to VB. To find the minimum potential point, we need to know the value of current. So drop between A and B will be IA. The drop between A and C, we need to calculate the drop between A and B. So we need to calculate the drop at each section. Okay, so first we will calculate the drop between A and C. So the drop between A and C will be IA into resistance, that is RAC, plus, see, IA is coming from this point and 20 ampere is taken out. So what will be the current? It will be IA minus 20. Same, if IA minus 20 is coming from this direction and 40 ampere is taken out, so what will be the current value? IA minus 40 minus 20, that is minus 60. IA minus 60 is coming from this direction and 50 ampere has been taken out. So this current will be IA minus 60 minus 50. So it will be 110 ampere. Okay. And last, IA minus 110 ampere is coming from this direction. We have taken 30 ampere. So the current will be IA minus 140. Okay, IA minus 140. So the drop between C and D will be IA minus 20 into the resistance between C and D. Similarly, the drop between D and E is IA minus 60 into the resistance between D and E, plus IA minus 110 into resistance between E and F, and the drop between F and B is IA minus 140 into RFB. So this is the drop we will get. Now we know the drop is equal to 0 and we need to calculate current IA. Resistance we know. Okay, so resistance in question, it is given that resistance per conductor is 1.75 into 10 to power minus 4 per meter, ohm per meter. Okay, so we need to convert that resistance per conductor into resistance, okay, and multiply with the distance. Okay, so here drop will be equal to IA into, since in question it is given that resistance per conductor means there will be one go conductor and there will be one return conductor. Okay, so there will be two conductors, so per conductor resistance is given. For two conductor we need to multiply with 2, so 2 into 1.75 into 10 to power minus 4 ohm per meter. So we need to multiply the distance, that is the distance between A and C, that is 100 meter, plus next equation IA minus 20 into resistance between C and D. So there will be two conductor, so 2 into 1.75 into 10 to power minus 4 into the distance is 100 meter, so 100 meter, plus third is IA minus 60 into RDE, the resistance between D and E. So this is 2 into 1.75 into 10 to power minus 4 into 150 meter, plus IA minus 110 into REC, the resistance between, REF, the resistance between E and F. So this is 2 into 10 to power 1.75 into 10 to power minus 4 into the distance is 100 meter, 100, plus IA minus 140 into the distance between F and B, that is 2 into 1.75 into 10 to power minus 4 into the distance between F and B is 100, so 100 meter. We all know drop is equal to 0, and if you calculate this equation you will get 5.5 IA minus 360. From this equation we will get IA is equal to 65.5 ampere, and if you see here, the IA minus 140 is just in opposite direction of IB, which means IB should be minus IA minus 140, which implicate that this current is just in opposite direction of IB. That's why I used minus sign here. So you will get IB as a 74.5 ampere. Now we have IA, which is equal to 65.5 ampere, and IB is equal to 74.5 ampere. We will draw this current to find the minimum point in this distribution network. So this is point A, point C, point D, point E, point F, and point B. From here we are drawing 20 ampere, 40 ampere, 50, 30. So from this direction we are getting 65.5 ampere of current. So 65.5 ampere of current come at this point, and 20 ampere has been taken out, so the current will be 45.5 ampere flow between C and D. Again 40 ampere is taken out, so current of 5.5 ampere flow between D and E. Similarly, 74.5 ampere current flow from B side and 30 ampere is taken out at point F. So 74.5 minus 30 will give you 44.5 ampere, and this 44.5 and this is 5.5 will be drawn at this point. Okay, so 44.5 plus 5.5 is equal to 50. So my circuit is balanced. Now we can see the minimum potential point is E. Just see the direction of current. From A side it came at this point, from B side it came at this point. They both meet at point E. This is the minimum potential point. So at E the current is fed from both the side. That's therefore V min is equal to V E. The minimum potential you will get at point E. To calculate V E, we do the same equation. From this point we can take from any side. Okay, so from here also it is 220 volt, from here also it is 220 volt. To find the potential at point E, we need to subtract this subtract the drop from this 220 volt. Okay, so 220 volt is supplied from there, and whatever the drop happened between B and E should be subtracted. So it will be 220 minus. So the current is 74.5 and resistance is 1.75 into 10 to power minus 4. There will be two conductor. Resistance is given per conductor, so there will be two conductor into the distance between F and B is 100 plus the current between F and E is 44.5 and resistance is 1.75 into 10 to power minus 4 into 2 into the distance between F and E is 100 meter. 100. So the final result we will get is 215.835 volt. So this is the minimum potential point which we get at point E. You can calculate this equation from this side also. The 220 minus voltage drop across this, voltage drop across this, and voltage drop across this. You will get the same result. Okay. So our next question is from non-uniform loading. Okay. So this is non-uniform loading where resistance is labeled R absolute value. It means the resistance is given directly in ohm. It is not given in ohm per meter. A minimum potential of 220 volt exists at some point. Okay, so there will be some minimum potential. We need to find the minimum potential point. If we find the minimum potential point, we will get to know that at that point what is the voltage. It is already given, but we don't know at which point we are getting 220 volt. We need to find Vp, and Vp minus Vq is 3 volt. It means this question depend on unequal supply, because in equal supply the drop will be equal to 0, but here the drop is equal to 3 volt. From the diagram we can analyze that. From this side, suppose IP current is incoming current, and from here IQ is incoming current. So IP plus IQ will be equal to the summation of incoming current should be equal to outgoing. So 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 15, which is equal to 75 ampere, and voltage drop is given 3 volt. Now we need to draw the current flow diagram. From here IP is incoming current and 10 ampere is taken out from at point P. So the current will be IP minus 10 flow between P and R. Similarly, the incoming current at point R is IP minus 10 and point R 20 ampere has been taken out. So the current will be IP minus 10 minus 20, that is minus 30. IP minus 30 is the incoming current at point S and 30 ampere is taken out. So the current between S and Q will be IP minus 30 minus 30, that is equal to 60. Okay. If we write the equation of voltage drop, that is drop is equal to, what will the drop between P and Q? That is a drop between each section. So the voltage drop between P and R is IP minus 10 into 0.1 ohm plus voltage drop between R and S is IP minus 30 into 0.15 plus the voltage drop between S and Q is IP minus 60 into 0.2. Now the drop is given 3 volt and IP into 0.1 plus 0.15 plus 0.2 minus 10 into 0.1, that is 1 plus 4.5, 30 into 0.015, 0.15, 4.5 plus 60 into 0.2, that is 12. So from this equation we will get IP. So IP will be 45.5 ampere. Okay. So if IP minus 60 is coming at point Q and 15 ampere is taken out, so what will be the current flow in this direction? It will be IP minus 60 minus 15, that is 75, which is in opposite direction of IQ. So IQ will be minus IP minus 75. Just put the value of IP at this point, you will get 29.5 ampere. So IP is 45.5 and IQ is 29.5 ampere. Now just draw the current flow diagram. IP is coming at point P, R, S, Q. Okay, so from this point, from this direction, 45.5 ampere is the incoming current at point P and 10 ampere is taken out. So the remaining current will flow between P and R, that is 35.5 ampere. Again at point R 20 ampere has been taken out, so 15.5 ampere flow between R and S. At S 30 ampere has been taken out, so it is not possible that 15.5 ampere is incoming current and 30 ampere will be taken out from this. So from this direction, what is the incoming current? This is 15 ampere. So from this direction we are getting 29.5 ampere, that is IQ. From 29.5 ampere, 15 ampere is taken out, so the remaining current will flow in this, that is 14.5 ampere. So 14.5 ampere and 15.5 ampere is 30 ampere will be taken out at point S. So this is the complete balance current equation. Okay, so from this current flow diagram we can notice that at point S, current from both the direction comes at point S. So at this point we will get the minimum potential point. Okay, so V min will be equal to Vs, that will be equal to 220 volt. Okay, it is given that minimum potential is 220 volt and we have already find the minimum potential point, and Vp we need to calculate, right? So Vp will be equal to 220 plus, at this point we got 220 volt. So what will be the Vp? Vp should be equal to 220 plus drop. Okay, so it will be 15.5, the current between R and S, and resistance between R and S is 0.15 plus the current between P and R is 35.5 into 0.1. Okay, so we will get 225.875 volt. So our next question depend on uniform loading. Okay, so here a distributor of length 800 meter uniformly loaded as 1.5 ampere per meter. Okay, which means a line is uniformly loaded with 1.5 ampere per meter. A minimum potential of 220 volt is occurring at a point 350 meter. Okay, so the total length of line is 800 meter and minimum potential point occur at some 350 meter. From starting the resistance per conductor, see here they have given resistance per conductor, so we need to multiply resistance by 2 because one is go conductor and another will be return conductor. Okay, so the resistance per conductor is 0.5 into 10 to power minus 4 ohm per meter. We need to find the voltage at feeding point, means we need to find this voltage VA and VB. Okay, we need to find these two voltage VA and VB, which is a feeding point. See, half of the line will be somewhere here 400 meter. Okay, and we got the minimum potential point at 350 meter, which means VB should be greater than VA. Okay, that's why if VB is greater than VA, our minimum potential point will be shift to left hand side of from half of the line. Okay, we have already discussed in previous class. Now suppose this is point X. Okay, and it is given that Vx, which is V minimum voltage at this point, is 220 volt, which is given in question. The drop between 0 to X, the voltage drop between these 2 points, we need to calculate. So V drop between point A and point X. Suppose this is point A, B and then X. So V drop between A and X is I R x square divided by 2. Okay, and VA will be, voltage at point A will be the voltage drop between A and X, and plus voltage at point X. So it will be V drop between AX plus V min, or we can write Vx. So it will be Vx is 220 volt plus V drop is IR x square. So I is 1.5 into, what is the resistance? Resistance is 0.5 into 10 to power minus 4. Since this is resistance per conductor, so we need to multiply resistance by 2, because there will be 2 conductors, one is going, another will be returned, into R square, that is 350 meter square, divided by 2. We will get 229.18 volt. Okay. Similarly, we need to calculate VB. So VB will be voltage drop between B and X plus voltage at X. So this will be voltage drop between B and X plus voltage at X. Okay, so voltage at X is 220 volt, plus what will be the voltage drop between B and X? It will be IR, that is 1.5 into 0.5 into 10 to power minus 4 into 2 IR into, when we calculated voltage drop across AX, we took the distance between A and X. Now we are calculating BX, so we need to take the distance between B and X. So B, distance between B and X will be 800 minus 350, that will be equal to 450 meter square divided by 2, which will give you 235.18 volt. So VA is 229.18 volt, VB is 235.18 volt. Okay, so there will be a voltage drop in entire line is equal to voltage drop between A and B is equal to 235.18 minus 229.18, that is equal to 6 volt. So this is the last question for of this video. In next video we will see AC distribution. Thank you.